Hello everyone. So today we are going to start working on this sample level. So here player will be starting from this point and player will and we have placed some enemies in the level. So today we are going to look into how to use sublevels and how to stream them as player moves forward in the level. The reason to use sublevels is because if I keep all these enemies in the same level and all of them loaded when I start the level, once they hear some shooting sound, if they hear it, they will come. So that means if these two guys hear it, they will also run and come here. So once I start the level, once I start shooting, everybody will come to this area, and if I kill them all and when I go here, no one will be there for me to shoot. So what I'm going to do is only these two enemies will be loaded when I'm in this area, and only after I pass this area these enemies will be loaded, and if I cross this area these enemies will loaded. So like that progressively we will be loading enemies to make sure that in each area we will have some enemies to fight off. So that's what we are going to work on today. Okay, so here I have created some basic level. This is only, so this supposed to look like some basic city level. So here what I'm going to implement is some mechanisms like enemy waves, and like when we go around a corner, some enemies maybe from over this on this rooftop start shooting at us, things like that. So basically something like a Call of Duty level, but where like until now in the test level it's more like if we want we can even have a stealth approach also, but this is more like a war mode where the enemies are coming at us and shooting at us. So like combat mode rather than stealth mode or anything. So okay, so first to implement shooting, at the moment let's set up I have only created the map. I haven't added anything, player character or game mode or anything. So if I just play, nothing happens. So we can just move around the map. So this is like this black, these are like roads and these are like vehicles, and these boxes are buildings. So okay, now let's start adding our systems into this. So first I'll set the ALS game mode. Once I do that, if I play, when I play, my player will start and we can run around the level. Can do this. Okay, now I want to start from here, so I'll let me just add the player character here and process it. Now this is where we start. Okay, nice. Now let's add some enemies, but for enemies to work we need to have a nav mesh, otherwise they will not be able to move, and at the moment I don't have a nav mesh. So let me add a nav mesh first. let me go to the top level because we need the nav mesh to cover the entire area. So the size, (20,000 by 20,000) is enough. Okay. Now this okay, now if I press P, I can see the nav mesh calculated area. Now enemy characters can run around the level. Let me press P so I can hide the nav mesh visualization. Okay, now, but this is not enough. If I go to the levels and test level, there are some other stuff that we need to set. For example, we have something called NPC manager. This one, we need to have this one in order to make the AI characters enable them to work as teams. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all. And if we don't put that, AI characters, I think they will individually work still, but not exactly as a team. So level 1, this is the map, and I'll add NPC manager. Okay, now let's add few NPCs for testing. This is more like an abundant city rather than a city that where people live, so that's why these vehicles are stopped in the middle. Okay. Oh. Grenade right away. Oh, I'm already playing. Okay. Wait, what is this? Let's see if that error comes again. I'm not sure why that happened. No. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's here we need 2 enemies, and I'll add another one here. Not 1, 2. They're here. So we do need to like have some order, because once they hear the shooting sound, they will come no matter where they are when they hear the sound. But I'm gonna fix that. But first let me add some enemies and test. I think that should be enough. Also for the player, let me add a sniper. Instead of crossbow. No, that's not the sniper. M8. Okay. That would be easier for me to right, I died. So how can we limit or prevent these characters coming to this area even if they hear the shooting sounds? Because if I just shoot all of them here and move here, then there will be no one here. So how can we prevent that? Oh, one more thing I forgot. I have to set this NPC manager value, otherwise it won't work. The enemies are still working, but they won't have the team-like behavior. Let's see. I don't think we would notice any difference though. They are still coming. See? Right. So what if we do something like this? What if we create a set of sub-levels for enemies? That means to test this, only if player reach this area or past this area, let's load these enemies. Not sub-levels, let's just keep the AI systems of these enemies deactivated. So because if I put them into a sub-level, I'm not sure this NPC manager reference would work. Let's see. Anyway, let's try to add a sub-level and see. So these guys should be here by default. Let me put these two for testing into a different sub-level. This one also. In the levels tab, if you don't have a level, the levels tab, you can go to window and levels, and let's create new level with selected actors. I'll create a new folder. I'll call the map, call the sub-level enemy 1. See, now the NPC manager is gone. I can't set it, but let's discard that for now. And is this loaded by default? summon level details. Okay, not initially loaded and also not initially visible. That means, so when I play the game, let's enable the debug camera. These guys are here, these enemies are not here. Okay, and let's create a trigger. We have a lot of triggers already. We have created a lot of trigger types already in the tutorial level, so we can use that. Vision systems, PP trigger. Okay, so from this where was it? Let's create a child blueprint. BP trigger level loader. Right, now what we need to do is on trigger, event on trigger, we need to load sublevel, load level. Stream, load stream level by, let's use this object reference and promote this to a variable and make it public. Make visible after load. I don't think we need to block. Now let's put this trigger over here. Trigger start is this. Let me move it. And make the trigger start larger so that we will not miss it. And as the level, I'll give enemy 1. That's the level we need to stream. Let me delete these two guys for now. So it's, oh wait, no, not delete. We can move them into another level. Yeah. Let's select this two and call it create new with selected actors enemy 2. Okay, and these 4. Where did I save the enemy 1? Should be here. And all of them are not loaded by default. Oh, one question. In which level did I place the trigger? Because I should have placed it in the persistent level. Yeah, it is in persistent level. Okay, so let's test now. Now if I start shooting, see, no one is coming because they are not loaded. And if I move across here, now they are loaded, see. Okay, but since they were newly loaded, they haven't seen the shooting sound, so they are not hearing me. Now only they hear me. Okay, so if I want to make it realistic, we can force them to attack the player by manually setting something like a noise so that they will hear it and come to me, but let's not do that. Okay, now let me duplicate this. What's the trigger name? Level loader 1, because it's only loading the enemy 1 level. And let me duplicate it. Wait, let me go back to the persistent level and duplicate. Here I load enemy 2 so that these 2 guys will be loaded, and that's enough for testing. Okay, now the other guys are loaded because I crossed the boundary. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, anyway, now we've got the idea, like how to use triggers to load levels so that we can make sure when we reach each area of the map we will have some enemies, so they will not come once they hear shooting sounds. They will not come to the beginning of the map from all around the map. So I'm gonna stop this episode right here. So this level is going to be like a playground for us. So today we worked on the loading sub-level mechanism, and we will work more on like how to like dynamically spawn enemies and make them come in waves, and perhaps some ally characters for us so they will be following us and move forward with us, things like that as well. So thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.